Since we talked, I'm feeling well. Here is prepared for the Hey! Oh, hell no! You're gonna regret this. Rookie! Don't you die on me! You ain't getting that! This ain't over. One way or another. Real useful.
And that was Roy Brown.
Yes.
Now here's the latest from the comics.
This ain't no place for
Reports
you.
suggest a chem deal gone bad outside Diamond City. Details are scarce, but it sounds like whatever happened. To verify any further details of this story, we'll pass them on to you listeners. Just another day in the comic book, huh, folks? Next up is Billie Holiday. Don't call her name.
What the? He ain't supposed to be in here! Rip him to shreds! This Nothing.
Well, aren't you the dangerous one?
God damn it, I need covering fire.
Ha! Not bad.
Fine, keep your shit. Oh!
You think they're done out there?
We don't want any trouble.
Is it over? Well, that could have gone worse.
I dunno. Seemed quite the performance from where I was standing.
Are you fucking high or something? Why am I asking? Of course you are.
Was still winning the fight, wasn't I?
You're strung out and getting sloppy, is what you are. Of course, I suppose you ain't gotta worry about that now. Seems this one just put us out of business. I'm not sure if I should kiss you or have my little bird here feed you your own entrails.
I told you to quit calling me that.
I'm sorry. It just seemed like you guys...
Trouble? Nah. But keeping those
To hell with him. More...
Oh, breather. What? Seekins, you caught the end of that bout.
Mm-hmm. Not sure. I didn't catch the whole thing.
Yeah, I guess you were pretty busy cleaning house. Impressive work. So here's my predicament. And if you ain't bringing in caps, little bird. So, what say I let you take over? Look, you'd be doing me a favor.
Me. And him.
Why would you want her to go with me?
Yeah, Tommy. Just why the hell you trying to get rid of me?
Look, truth is, all that junk, it's been making you careless. And I don't want to be the one doing color commentary when you finally hit the floor. All right? So just do me this favor. Both of you. Please.
Sure. I could use someone watching my back.
Good. It's settled then. And here, take this. It's the purse from the last fight. Exterminator's fee.
Now just wait a second. What exactly are you gonna do without me here?
You don't need to worry about me. I'll get this place set up right. Maybe find a less blood-soaked clientele. Now get the hell out of here. You ain't welcome anymore, little bird.
You're a real son of a bitch. You know that, Tommy?
You don't have to tell me.
I guess you just come find me then when you want to.
Bad move.
Kate.
So, you ready to head out?
Ready.
About time I got out of this place. Let's go.
Let's have some fun. Guess they thought they had a
Damn
chance,
it, got away. Piss off.
and I was hoping to have leftovers for rifle.
They'll be back. You'll see.
Running was a smart move on them. Hey,
Oh no, you don't.
well, guess that's it for now. Guess we ran them off.
Gage,
Need something, boss?
I want to trade a few things.
Whatever you need, boss. Need something, boss?
Can you give me an update on Nuka World?
That was fun.
Hey, Gage.
Need something, boss?
Can you give me an update on Nuka World?
Don't worry about Nuka World for now. Stay focused on the Commonwealth, okay, boss?
Nope, nothing.
If you say so.
Shite. I was just getting warmed up.
You just heard from the ink spots with maybe. Here's the latest word on what's happening in the Commonwealth, folks. Not content with sitting quietly at the airport, the Brotherhood continues to make waves. They've recently
known
been seen
better.
cleaning up Fort Strong, formerly occupied by some very unpleasant. Whether they plan to annex the location or just wanted to get rid of the neighbors, I couldn't say. Whatever their reasoning, I think we can all agree that fewer super mutants running around isn't a bad thing. Louis Jordan is next with an upbeat tune that, well, let's be honest, it's a little passive aggressive, don't you think?
Dr. Higgs has always been one to complain. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised by this.
What's going on?
Dr. Higgs and Dr. Loken have decided to protest your appointment as father's successor. They've taken control of the bioscience security systems and cut off our food supply.
I'm sure they'll calm down in time.
I know these men, and I can assure you.
It's one thing to protest, but this is going way too far.
Look, I can see that you're angry, but please, talk to them. I can unlock the maintenance tunnel that leads to the bio.
Right.
From there, you should be able to communicate. If you can't reason with them, you can use this holotape to access the command function. That should give you some options. Just... Here we are. Just give me a moment. There, it's unlocked.
Attacking human.
I heard something. Made it past the guards, Impressive.
Doctor.
If you've come to change our minds, then you're wasting your time.
I know you're angry, but there's a better way to handle this.
Oh, you're wrong. You see, I've tried talking. For years, I've suggested that we do things differently here, but nobody listens. Let's see if anyone can afford to ignore me now.
Father believes in me. The least you can do is give me a chance.
How could you hope to lead us when you hardly know anything about what we do? I'm sure you mean well, but you must see that it's an impossible task.
I'm under no illusion that this will be easy.
Your determination is admirable, if misguided. The truth is simply this.
Can't you at least give me a chance?
A chance? What do you think, Max?
Even the most fastidious researcher must sometimes take a leap of faith. I say let's give it a try.
Very well, then. Open the door, and let's return to the fold.
Since, abort command override and resume normal functions. I honestly thought Dr. Lee.
Spend enough time here, and you'll be sick to death of the word Sith.
Bravo! I admit I was fearing for the worst, but I can see that I underestimated you.
I'm just glad they listened to reason.
Indeed. There is one further matter to discuss. Obviously, some kind of disciplinary action must be taken here. The question of what form it takes is up to you.
Put them on probation. Limit their access to quarters and non-working areas.
That's more than fair. I'll see to it that everyone's notified. I'll take that holotape back. I also wanted to offer you something as a more personal expression of gratitude. I know that your work often takes you to the surface where supplies are scarce. I gathered these items together for you. I think you'll find them useful.
What's going on here?
You're an unexpected surprise. We could use the backup. These Institute bastards aren't getting away. They'll have to go through us to get out of there. We don't know quite what we're up against, but it's good you...
I'm not sure you know what's going on here. This situation is complicated.
Oh, I know exactly what's going on. These assholes think they can kidnap whoever they want, whenever they want. Well, not today.
Uh-huh.
So, how do you want to play? But then we realized that makes sense, right?
No one is going to do anything. Tell your men to stand down.
I don't... Are you kidding me? If we don't do something now, they're gonna take that poor guy wherever it is they go. And we'll have failed. Again. Are you gonna order the attack or not?
This whole thing is just a misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding. Can't wait to hear this. Explain to me how this is a misunderstanding.
You don't have all the information. I do. And I'm telling you, this isn't what it looks like. That man's not in danger.
Yeah, I don't think he's listening.
You'd better be right. If you're not, that man's life is on your head. I'll have my men stand down. But you'd better get in there and make sure you're right.
There are tales being told about a very strange-looking machine being built out there in the Commonwealth. Your friend Travis here has yet to learn what this thing is for, but I can tell you, imaginations are running wild.
Thank God you're here. I was starting to worry we might not make it out of this mess.
Wackiest version I've heard so far is that
Everything's taken care of.
thing
You're safe.
Good.
supposed to
Good.
somehow contact
It was bad enough that Wallace started giving us trouble, but then he called in those savages.
But if it's true, and whoever's building it can hear me, put down the red.
Weren't you prepared for some amount of resistance?
Of course not.
Anyone else out
It was
there
supposed to
knows
be
what
a
that
simple
thing
chat
does?
with Wallace and an invitation to join us. I didn't know he was this paranoid. Can we just get on with this, please? I know he's potentially important to Phase 3 and all, but I'm not sure it's worth putting ourselves in harm's way.
If he's really important to the Institute, then it's worth it.
You're right, I suppose.
Just get to the damn information. Who am I shooting?
I know they've been keeping an eye on him for years. Not sure how they originally found him, but probably don't want to know. But once they realized how smart he was and what an asset he could be for Phase 3, they watched pretty closely. I think they even fed him scientific material from time to time to see how good he was, you know, testing him, to see if he was Institute material. Let's just get Wallace and get out of here.
No argument from me. Let's go.
Right. There's just... well, there's a... I was thinking.
No problem. I'm sure I can get him to see reason.
I hope so. We really need him.
Feeling nostalgic or something? Could always get some cabs for that, I suppose.
I'm looking forward to working for you, future director.
Let me know if you want me to help with that lock. Or any lock, for that matter.
Nice.
Getting into places I'm not wanted is a talent I've acquired over the years.
You must be pretty excited being named the next director.
Useless. Mr. Wallace, I'm here to talk to you.
You're another one of them, aren't you? Are you a robot?
Please, try and relax. I know this is an unusual situation.
No! You're here to kidnap me. That's what you people do, isn't it? If you even are people. I've heard all the stories. I know exactly what happens to people when the Institute shows up. Well, it's not happening to me.
Hey, just calm down, okay? I just want to talk to you.
Fine, fine. What do you want from me?
The Institute needs your help, Mr. Wallace. It's as simple as that.
My help? With what?
The Institute has an engineering problem that your scientific expertise could help solve. In exchange for helping us out, you'd be granted access to the most advanced research facility imaginable. Whatever research you wanted to perform, anything, it's possible there. I promise. You'd be safe and secure in a way that's completely impossible anywhere else.
You'd be helping us create a better world.
That sounds good. Okay, fine. I'll go.
The sooner we can get out of here, the better. Okay. I think we've got this under control now. Thanks. I mean, thanks for the assist.
Hey, I'm here to help. You're welcome.
I really mean it. I owe you one. I'll see you back in the Institute.
It must make you proud to see all your father.
Ah, there you are. I cannot express how pleased I am. Our new guest is familiarizing himself with his surroundings. Yet he's already pointed out several inefficiencies in our methods. With his help, Phase 3 will be ready in no time. And it's all thanks to you.
I'm proud to help the Institute. Here's hoping it all pays off.
At this point, there is no doubt. It will succeed, and very shortly. There is one more part for you to play, and I think you might enjoy it. It is time to announce our presence to the Commonwealth, to request that they do not interfere with our plans. You should be the one to do it.
That's a good idea. Hopefully we can prevent violence and save some lives.
Yes, that is one goal. And if you are to be the new director of the Institute, you should be the one to do it. We've prepared some remarks for you to record. Once you're finished, we'll broadcast them to the entire Commonwealth. Use the microphone here and follow the script. It's quite simple. I'm sure you'll do fine, Father.
For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists. That we are among you, It is true. But it is not the whole truth. We're here. And we are the future. Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground ceases to exist. Ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your personal freedoms. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in your complete annihilation. Rest easy. Know that the future is in safe hands, and that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Well, that was interesting. Perhaps not what we originally intended, but it will certainly get your point across. Now it's time to make sure that everyone hears it. How would you feel about making a little trip to Diamond City?
I could use some fresh air.
A quaint phrase, though I'm afraid the air there is anything but fresh. The radio station in Diamond City is listened to by many in the Commonwealth. If we'd like the people to hear what we have to say, it's the best way to reach them. Before we preempt their broadcast, we need to ensure it reaches. I've been assured that the necessary parts are on site. You'll just need to install them to boost the broadcasting power. Report back when you're done. We should be ready by then.
And I do mean that as something of a pun.
This better be an emergency.
Legitimate businesswoman, Bobby No-No, has something of a reputation around the Commonwealth. That reputation may have contributed to recent talk of a less than endeavor of hers. It's said there's a bit of a twist. Bobby has very conspicuously disappeared. Word is, there's no trace of her in Good Neighbor.
Think the radio sounds better these days? I'm not getting nearly as many complaints.
It's unclear at this time whether she actually
No
pulled
wonder
off
it isn't
the job
broadcasting
she
at full
was
power.
rumored to have been plotting. Or, if some have suggested, she crossed the wrong people and
let's
won't
try
be
this.
seen anywhere again. Ever. If you get my meaning. Here's Uranium Fever by Elton Britt.
Maybe this goes here? Alright, in you go.
I haven't forgotten what you've done for me.
Hey.
Things with Scarlet didn't really, work out. But that's fine.
what I hear, that rig sent at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
Remember to conserve power at every opportunity.
Enjoy your trip to the big city. It's done then? The transmitter has been modified.
Everything is in place. It's ready to go when we are.
Good. Once the reactor is online, we'll cut into their broadcast. I'll let you do the honors.
This, my friends, is the moment we've all worked towards. After all your efforts, the time has finally come to start our reactor. No longer will we be forced to compromise to survive. No more will we need worry about outpacing our resources. My father and I couldn't be more proud of what you have helped us accomplish. And we look forward to achieving even greater things in the future. The Institute is now truly mankind's best hope. Thank you. All of you.
Son.
It's almost hard to believe. After all those years of hard work, here we are. We've arrived. Look what you've made possible.
I did good work, didn't I?
Yes. Yes, you did. There's more work to be done before the Institute's future is guaranteed. The Directorate has convened a meeting about how to proceed. I'm not going to attend. You should be there as Director. Perhaps someday our sins will reclaim the Commonwealth.
Lights go down. Good to see you. Feeling well today?
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done.
Hey.
I have a variety of items that should prove useful in your surface missions.
Sure, let's take a look.
And that was Roy Brown. Now here's the latest from the comic. Reports suggest chem deal gone bad outside Diamond City. Details are scarce, but it sounds like whatever happened, it was pretty violent. If we're able to verify any further details of this
If you require maintenance, please file a report with the Facilities Division.
Just another day in the Commonwealth, huh, folks?
My compliments.
May I be the first to welcome you, sir. We're looking forward to working with you.
Worry. Which is something Travis Lonely Miles refuses to do. Not like that old guy. Am I right?
I'm happy to be here, Dr. Fillmore. I hope I do the position justice.
I'm sure you will.
Right now, we're all here because it's finally time to stand up for ourselves.
Let's not be dramatic, Justin.
There's nothing dramatic about it. We're in a position to push back, to assert ourselves here. That's what we've talked about all along.
To bring you up to speed, obviously there are groups in the Commonwealth that stand in opposition to the Institute's goals. With the reactor now online, we have the ability to not only expand synth production, but to project power to a much greater degree.
I'm sure the reactor will improve everyone's life. It's a great accomplishment.
Yes, but it's not just that. The Directorate has agreed that steps must be taken to ensure our safety in the long run.
Let's not beat around the bush. The Directorate has agreed that the Brotherhood of Steel needs to be eliminated.
As the incoming director, we felt it important to inform you of the decision and get your thoughts on it. So, where do you stand?
I agree. We hit them hard, before they have time to react to our new position.
Good. That's just what I wanted to hear.
As director, it's up to you and how we focus our efforts in achieving this goal. We'd like your input on what direction we should take. Do we increase synth production or focus on weapons development?
I've seen enough to know that weapons are the key to winning wars. Let's focus on weapons development.
As you wish. The Advanced Systems folks will get to work immediately. Thank you very much for your time, sir. That's all we have for the moment. I believe Father wished to speak with you once our meeting concluded.
Being the director of the Institute is a serious commitment. I hope you understand that.
Unit B592 is undergoing the reclamation process as we speak. Before long, he'll be back in the workforce.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia are quite a handful.
there you are. You've met with the Directorate. I assume they made their intentions known? It was difficult for them to reach the decision to engage in open hostility. What about you?
It's the only way we can ensure the Institute's safety. That makes it the right thing to do.
I'm glad you agree. None what comes next will be easy. That conviction may... You know, Father, it's no secret that you worked with the Railroad in order to first reach the Institute. The depth of your involvement with them has been called. The question is, where do you stand?
They mean nothing to me. Never have.
I'll admit, I'm relieved to hear that. Then I certainly hope I can count on you for what needs to be done. Because these fanatics cannot be allowed. Small as they are in number, their twisted ideology ensures that they will never stop trying to strike at us. They must be eradicated.
You don't have to worry about them any longer. They're as good as dead.
Thank you. Do what needs to be done, but keep yourself safe.
Healthy work environment is essential to maximum productivity.
I don't need anything right now, thank you.
There might be some valuable stuff inside. Let's go check it out.
Oh, what do you want?
Excuse me.
I don't need anything right now, thank you.
Why bother with that? You opening a museum or something?
And that was Billy Ward and the Dominoes.
Yes.
Hey folks, time for some news. Though, actually, this time it's more addressing some rumors than anything else. I'm sure many of you have heard tales of the Railroad, a group working to free synths who are trying to escape the Institute. While it's impossible to say for sure, they may actually be out there. If so, it makes sense that they're keeping a low profile. It's a dangerous idea and is met by some very mixed reactions around the Commonwealth.
What the hell is a building that nice doing in a rundown
I guess if you are out there, good luck not getting caught. Here's Atom
You
Bomb
like
Baby
this?
by the 5 Stars.
Who's there?
Whoa. You hear that?
Damn it! Where'd you go?
It's ghosting us. Gotta use your discretion.
It's only a matter of time.
Show a girl a good time.
Sam, I'm coming home.
People of the Commonwealth. For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists. That we are among you. It is true. But it is not the whole truth.
We are here. And we are... the future. Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground ceases to exist. Ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your personal freedoms. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in... Rest easy. Know that the future is in safe hands. And that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
And so, the work is done. I am sorry. I know it was likely difficult for you.
It was tough, yeah.
I assure you that there is obviously one final threat the Institute faces.
Whatever it is, we can handle it.
I believe so. The Brotherhood of Steel covets technology, and has made it clear that we cannot peacefully coexist. They will eventually come for us. An attempt, we need to destroy them.
You're right. We take the fight to them.
I'm glad you agree. But the problem with the Brotherhood of Steel goes beyond the edges of the Commonwealth. It's not... There are more of them out there in the...
We can defeat them now, we can defeat them again, if we have to.
Possibly, yes. But it would be... We will show them that... We will teach them that we can appear at a... They will know better than...
You seem pretty convinced this will work.
The Institute is nothing if not thorough. Dr. Lee should be expecting you in her lab. She can fill you in on the details. Time is of the essence.
At last, we have power adequate to our needs.
Dr. Lee.
What can I do for you?
Sean says it's time.
Ah, that. Well?
Sure.
Dr. Orman, over here, please. It's time.
What now? I'm still working over the code that the robotics sent over. The algorithm is a mess. It's not even close to peak efficiency.
It would seem we've run out of time. Let's go. We're going to cover the basics of the operation as it stands now. Dr. Orman has done most of the prep work, so I'll let her explain.
Okay, thanks. Is this really exciting, or is it just me? So, you know that the Brotherhood's main operation is at the airport, right?
I'm aware of that, yes.
Okay, good. If they were a little less intelligent, we wouldn't even be talking about this. We'd have just swarmed them with synths. But they're not idiots. They've managed to generate an EM field that's messing with our ability to relay in.
So we just relay onto the airship and sabotage it.
Won't do us any good. There's no direct connection between their robot and the airship. So the immediate area around their encampment is a no-go. They don't, however, have the entire airport covered. We can relay you into a point at the edge of the airport, and then you can get in and take down the generators.
We'll have the element of surprise, if nothing else.
Exactly. You'll have surprise on your side. Should give you some time before they can organize a real defense. For every generator you take down, it means we can start relaying in synths, giving you even more of an advantage. And, oh, I almost forgot. Take these.
Oh, thanks. Grenades. Sure, I can always use grenades.
No, they're not grenades. This thing, and I haven't come up with a good name for it yet, it basically deploys a beacon marker. Wherever they land, we can lock onto them and relay synths directly to that position. If there's a hotspot, you can drop synths right on it. We've only got a few of these, so put them to good use. Don't go tossing them into the bay.
Let's get it on back to the music, shall we? If there's someone
Okay,
special in your
that's
life,
pretty good. I'm impressed.
I know, right? I mean,
if there isn't, feel
thanks.
free to take this
I
opportunity
thought it was neat.
to resent the
But
happy
still,
couples
it's
around
just to help. Your real job will be to reach Liberty Prime. You know the deal with that, right?
It's the Brotherhood's giant robot.
Right. They think it's their ultimate weapon. We've taken everything we know, made it, and this part was my idea, uploaded the The little guy is going to be exposed and vulnerable, so you'll have to keep an eye on him.
With Liberty Prime on our side,
He's not going to go stomping around, and he won't be taking orders. But he will have his weapons and targeting systems overridden. And he'll absolutely recognize their airship as the primary communist target in the... So your end goal is ultimately Oh, and don't worry. We'll pull you out of there before everything explodes.
If you have any questions, now's the time to ask. Otherwise, they'll be waiting for you in the relay room.
what have I got for backup?
Once the generators are down, we'll be able to throw everything we've got at them. And I do mean everything.
No questions. Let's do this.
Very well. Good luck to you.
Dr. Lee might not show it, but I can tell she's excited about having the reactor online.
You've done well so far. But the evaluation is far from over.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back. Would be nice to fly away and leave the Commonwealth behind. But is there anything worth seeing out there?
Take no prisoners.
That's a great one, isn't it? Orange-Colored Sky by Nat King Cole.
Got it.
Travis Lonely Miles with the latest news update from the Commonwealth. This one sounds heavy. The Green Tech building, long known as a haven for gunner mercenaries, was recently assaulted by an unknown group. From what I understand, they were arming a gunner's left belt and tail. That's true, it's a little unsettling. Those guys meant business. There are rumors circulating that the Institute was somehow involved. Now, I know they come up every time something bad or unexplained happens. But in this case, even I have to admit, I did not suspect they were involved. Don't jump into no mercy. This time, there's no reason to suspect our Here's a whole lot of shaking going on.
Attack on... Scanning. Subject identified. Resuming transfer. Finalizing upload in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That off there was pretty stupid.
Shutting down.
Updated tactical assessment. Red Chinese presence detected. Aerial incursion by communist forces cannot succeed. Initiating directive 7395. Destroy all communists.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
I apologize for any disruptions that my work might cause you.
Hello, Sean.
Ah. There you are. I've already heard the news. But of course you wouldn't be here if it weren't a success. I'm glad it worked, but I'm glad you're safe.
We're all safe now.
For now. Yes, but there will always be threats. You must remain vigilant. Allie has always been loyal to the Institute, and to me. You can rely on her for help. Once I'm gone, it's all up to you.
I'll do my best.
I know you will. Don't worry about me. You need to look ahead. Focus on the future. Our time together has been strange, hasn't it? I spent years wondering what you were like. Thinking about all we missed out on. I want you to know that I'm grateful for the time we've had.
I'm glad I found you.
As am I. Thank you. Father, you've helped a boy achieve his dreams. I think I'd like to sleep now.
I've lost Sean. All over again. Before the bombs. Whether or not you're ready. At some point, it happens to all of us. This wasn't the world I wanted, but it was the one I found myself in. The Commonwealth. My home. Ripped apart and put back together. I hoped I could find my family, cheat time, make us whole again. The way we were. But now I know. I know I can't go back. I know the world has changed. That the road ahead will be hard. This time, I'm ready. Because I know war. War never changes.
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for him.
I know this is a difficult time, but you're the director now. It's time for you to lead us.
set on Diamond City Radio, folks, and we'll keep you updated on the There's something about this next one. I won't deny that it's cheesy. I really do like it. It's Bob Crosby with Way Back Home.
Programs to efficiently terminate human combat.
Sweet. Got it. That's it.
Castle, an old holdout of theirs from back in the day. From everything I've heard, it was no small feat to get that back under their control. There's some real monsters out there in the Commonwealth, folks. Now that they've set up shop, I'm told the Minutemen will be in a better position to help whoever in the Commonwealth might need them. That's good to hear, don't you think? Cole Porter, folks. You know him, you love him. And I guarantee this song's gonna get stuck in your heads. It's anything goes.
Seems congrats are due on the outpost. Sounds like it's everything a group of murderous sociopaths could ask for. So, you ready for the final piece of the puzzle?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Good to hear. Because what you've made is a foothold. To solidify our place, our outfit's gonna 2 more outposts. Get all that together? With that kind of clout, we keep expanding, but I'm getting ahead of myself. You just let me know. So, boss.
Was hoping you could arrange a job for me.
Works for me. What type of job did you want to run?
Organize a crew. It's time we got a settlement to cough up some supplies.
Think we should put claiming those new
A new outpost. I want to get one set up.
And did you want to talk the settlers off their land?
I'll convince them to leave.
Yeah, sure. And which crew should I have join you once you've staked your claim?
The pack.
I'll send word along. Or howl or something. So, where you want to do this?
Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth.
Today,
we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere.
Believe that spot's one of yours, boss. Still want to proceed?
Ensuring
that one's the target.
Ruthless. So, standard
details of your personal freedoms. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in your complete annihilation.
Operators on top. Just like
Rest easy.